right after this intro, while you continue the intro, I'm going to fill up my tea.
Oh, that's wonderful. Guys, the boys are back in town.
Boys are back in
I
town.
thought that was kind of silly.
Bang
I
bang
love that.
dang 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 dang. The boys are back.
Your source for right-wing politics and views that the woke doesn't want you to hear. Welcome to the Valleycast.
Oh man.
You know why? You know why they call it woke? It's because they're never asleep because they never shut up. They're always
Go get your
awake.
tea, Joe. Go get your
So
tea.
Yeah.
they're always
Why don't you go get your
awake.
tea, Joe?
Okay.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes. I think it starts with your show.
You got any tea?
Let's see.
Your beard grew back so fast.
Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna shave it again. I didn't even get used to it before it was back. So I guess when you have testosterone like me, dude. You know what I mean? It courses through me. It courses through me like the salmon a Capistrano.
You are like you are the person, the most testosterone fueled person that I am friends with.
Well, they call me Test Elliott in high school because of all the testosterone.
No one called you that.
No one called me that. We were talking about all my testosterone, Joe, because how quick my hair grew back.
Well, I mean, you are bursting at the seams.
Didn't it?
Thank you, Joe.
It did look.
That's exactly what we were just saying.
It is. I feel
Thank you, Joe.
I feel insecure whenever
I remember that when you were a kid, you put your leg up.
Thank you.
Usually Joe does that, and then a fart comes out.
I know. He knows how to do that.
You still do those fart antics, Joe? I haven't seen you do those in a while.
You know, they happen.
Has all the farts left you?
I wouldn't say the household's the biggest fan.
But does that make you do it harder, or it makes you stop?
Depends on the day. Depends on how cheeky I
deserve
am.
it.
Yep. Oh, taking me for granted, huh?
Sometimes Joe would let out a fart and go, "Oops."
Ooh, whoopsie. Ooh.
I remember when Grace and I were first starting to date, and I never would fart around her. And then when I did, it was like truly Pandora's box opened. And it's like, I can't unring the bell now because I have so much fun doing it, but they are horrific as I've gotten older.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. And you know, the fart sound is always gonna be fun, no matter how uppity you are.
Look, I understand with great power comes great responsibility, and there are two sides of a fart, right? Like there's the audio, and then there's the smell, there's the olfactory.
Yeah.
And I have sometimes had this power where I can just rock a good audio without nary a smell. And those are the best.
Dude. You have done that. And folks, he's not lying. This is a real thing that Joe's done. I can do the opposite, where it doesn't have any joyous sound, but it kills everyone in the vicinity.
Those are debatably the worst kinds of farts, depending on who your company is.
I mean, that's a small debate. I feel like that debate doesn't last very long. Everybody's just like, is this the worst? And everybody goes, yes, that is the worst. Let's move on.
But there's a good group of boys who are like, that smells horrible, you piece of shit. How dare you? It's disgusting. And then you laugh about it for like weeks. You're like, remember that fucking toxic fart Joe let out? I've actually I've been farting around my girlfriend since like day one, pretty much. Like
day one.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is like I make no excuses for how disgusting I can be. And it's actually just part of my whole thing.
You're setting the bar. Your expectations are laid out appropriately.
If anything, the expectations were higher than it ended up kind of being for me.
What do you mean? Like her expectations?
Yeah, like she expected like nonstop fart machine.
Oh, gotcha.
Happening, and it's really like not, but man, I'm letting off these atomic, like the thing is they don't smell though. Like I'm in this point in my life where like I don't know what the secret is, because I pretty much eat garbage. So I don't know what the secret is. The secret is but suddenly I don't really do stinky farts, like it's very rare when it's stinky, but they're like fucking huge, like ploppers. Like they're like to the point where my girlfriend is like, how do you even make that sound? Like how, like she can't conceive of how it's possible.
I did one in bed so unexpectedly, even to myself last week, that it was just like it was loud. It was kind of like a door slamming your butt cheeks, and it just went whop, and I jumped. I threw the covers off, and I jumped out of bed, and I just straight up, not even as a bit. I was like, "What just happened?
I wanted to write a
Who
book
did that?
about
What just happened?"
yeah, I want to write a book that's like a guide to farting, kind of like fartistry, the art of farting. And
I don't think you need the subtitle. I think people will get it.
fartistry, the art of farting. You're
The
right.
subtle art of farting.
The subtle art. Yeah.
The sometimes not so subtle art of farting.
That's a good coffee table book.
Yeah,
Right?
there's a trend where you put the F word in like self-help books. So it's the subtle art of not giving a fart is like the parody of the subtle
that's
art
fun.
of not giving it. Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, but it would go through basically kind of the like the history of initially it would go through kind of the history of the taboo aspects of farting, and and then all the medical benefit, the physical benefits of farting, and then it would go into a guide on how to fart in a way that is fun, not disgusting, and doing things like Joe, what you're saying, a performance associated with the fart often leads to a lot of fun.
Do you guys ever have you ever stumbled across the account Humor Bagel on Instagram?
I don't think so. Or maybe, but
you might have seen the videos. It's just this guy where I think he wears the same thing in the same park all the time, but he's just casually strolling and he's got a fart machine.
yes.
And he'll walk by people and he'll just
Excellent.
like do a little dance and then whomp, and then he'll be like, oh, that was too much, and then run away.
Yeah, and people love it.
It's just like it's a far away zoomed camera that follows the reaction of the people that he did it around, and it brings me to tears all the time. It's my happy place,
dude.
It's so fun.
It's perfect. Yeah.
And honestly, dude, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Love it, love that, and I love the stuff where it's like it's not really fucking with people. Like
No,
you're just out in the open air. There's worse shit that could be happening, and then
It's harmless.
It's harmless, and mostly the end result is like at least someone's cracking up, like and it's really fun to see. There's also ones where they do them in stores, which I don't love as much because it's like you're in close confined.
he just nailed it. Like he nailed it because it's outside, it's far away. It's not him and a group of people like getting together and laughing, like making these other people feel like they're the butt of a joke. Like he just farts and runs, and you just see like almost always the face is this. It goes.
I love that it's like the compilations are usually people cracking up and having a good time, and that's what you want to see from that. Another one that I love that fucking destroys me is do you remember Will the Farter? He was like a guy from
Is that the dude that could like suck in air and then just
he was on Howard Stern a lot, I think.
Yeah.
And he would fart on Howard Stern a bunch. And now he does this thing where he just fucks with telemarketers. Like he does it, like people will call you trying to scam your shit or fucking try to get you signed up for some dumb shit. It's basically these scam artists that call like older people and scam them into giving them their credit cards and shit. But what he does is he's like blasting ass into the phone in a way that is like unbelievable, and it's like I cry tears. Like it makes me cry tears. It's so funny. I'll send you guys some.
A lot of scams. There's a lot of scams to look out for these days. One of them is Kingdom of Treats down the street from us, and it is
it's segue.
It is a
didn't know we had an
candy
ad.
shop. It's a candy shop that has American candy in it, supposedly, even though apparently it's counterfeit. But also, it's a money laundering thing where they send drug money back to Afghanistan.
And how do you know this?
Because I walked in and I was like,
Nice. You crapped his pants in there. Nice.
Grace found out about it, and then I Googled it, and apparently it's like a huge thing where a lot of these storefront things are money laundering schemes where it's completely a sham, and they just sell candy throughout the day at high tourist spots, and then it's actually a money laundering scheme to transfer money between nations.
I do
There's probably a bunch
believe
of those.
I do believe I was educated on the nefarious financial schemes that happen in England and specifically London. Yeah, a lot of dirty money goes through. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Why?
Anyway, I saw a sketch from Key and Peele where Peele comes in as, you probably seen it, a substitute teacher, and he is like not the one where it's like, say your name or whatever, the roll call. Not the one with Zach Perlman. Yeah, this is one where Appeal comes in and he's like a very strict substitute teacher, and he's like, "There's not going to be any joking while I'm here. There's going to be no nonsense." And then he leans down and lets out a huge fart, and then he stands back up and doesn't say anything, and then just packs up his things and walks out the door, and that's the end of the sketch as everybody keeps making fun of him.
I love that.
And I was like,
can't come back from that. I have
Zach,
to tell us.
So I brought us back to the farting.
I was gonna say Zach Perlman found a little new niche for himself, didn't he?
What is he doing?
He's talking politics a lot.
Is he really? Oh, is this on TikTok or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have TikTok. I deleted it.
Or Instagram, unless I'm crazy. Maybe it's not Zach.
It's probably TikTok because he was killing.
Oh, are you thinking of Pearlmania? The guy that's like from Philadelphia?
Maybe the redhead.
He's a redhead, and he is
the guy with the long hair. The guy with the long hair. Oh yeah, that guy's great.
Yeah, Grace loves him.
Perlman, though.
Not Zach Perlman. I thought that was Zach Perlman for a little bit.
That's so
That's
funny.
very
because
funny. That's definitely not Zach Perlman.
But I understand the confusion.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's also was just on Phil, so he was on.
Oh
had a conversation with Phil.
I saw that too. Well, good. Thank you for clearing that up.
That guy's good because he's funny and he yells at the screen about politics and stuff. We need people yelling at the screen about politics on the other side.
In an eloquent way.
Yeah, exactly.
What way?
Elephant. In an elephant way.
Dude, so I don't want to get too far away from the fart topic because I know you guys, we could do a whole show. But it's been a minute since we've all been, the three of us, on the show together, and I know that you guys have talked about movies and stuff like that, but we've been eating good in the cinema these couple of weeks, guys.
Truly, dude.
Movie we've been given movie after movie after movie after movie. I feel like it all kicked off with Superman.
Which you were a fan of. You liked it.
I liked it more than Fantastic Four, but I didn't love it.
Okay.
You guys saw those? You saw Superman and Fantastic Four?
I saw Superman.
Yeah, he was Mr. Superman was far more charismatic than I thought the trailers led him out to be. So I was happy with his performance. I think it was a fun, entertaining movie. A little goofy, but
a little goofy. I wanted more goofiness. I feel like it wasn't quite hitting the goofy marks.
I think we hit the goofy marks personally.
You think so?
Yeah, but it's a James Gunn movie, and James Gunn movies are fun. I'm not walking away with a lot of criticisms.
The goofiness felt sprinkled to me. It almost felt like we're not. It almost felt like he went in saying we're not doing another Guardians of the Galaxy here.
Which he shouldn't have.
It felt great. I thought it was a highly enjoyable movie. I feel like I agree with both of you, especially when Steve, you said that you liked it more than I didn't see Fantastic Four, but I would say in terms of Superman, I really liked it, but did not. I don't need to watch it over and over again, but I've never felt that way about a single James Gunn movie as much as I enjoy them. They're sort of like Big Macs, I think, really good fast food.
I agree with that, Elliott, because I think, Guardians of the Galaxy came out way back, and it was like the most different superhero movie ever. You were like, this is not like the Marvel movies we've been seeing so far. And then every Marvel movie after that tried to be kind of like that. And I feel like it kind of didn't, after a while, kind of overstayed its welcome. And maybe didn't work as well without James Gunn at the helm. And then the other Guardians were just fine or whatever. But I just love that James Gunn came from the fucking Tromaville,
Well, yeah, I mean, Slither is one of my favorite
Slither's
movies.
great.
Like I think James Gunn is perfect at making what I like to call white trash chic. He's really good at just
Yeah.
like using the common man and making it cool and
Yeah,
fun.
that was the thing about Superman that kind of like hooked me
Well,
afterwards.
he was, yeah, so he felt like a little bit more. I mean, that dude is yoked, super sexy. But when you put him in a business suit,
But less yoked than other
right?
Supermans.
Oh, like Henry Cavill. But my friend, give credit to John Payne because he's this huge Superman fan. He's my comic friend growing up. You guys know him. He pointed out that he made the smart choice of making everybody in the world feel real, specifically the people that he grew up with. So if you go to Ma and Pa Kent, they were the most just like human
Generic.
versions
Yeah.
of Ma and Pa Kent that you've
Totally.
ever seen.
Yeah,
You were like,
they're not spouting quotes that are like
even their
prolific
looks,
and yeah,
like they are of the
they're kind
earth.
of gross.
They are
Yeah.
salt of the earth humans, and that's
What do you mean
where
gross, Steve? Let's
They're
back up.
good.
Let's pause. What do you mean by that, Steve?
Well, they're not like classy.
they're not Hollywood. They're not
They're not
Hollywood.
Hollywood. They're gross. They're gross.
Like white
real
trash.
people.
Yeah, white trash chic. And he made
They look like
They're
a-
gross, but they look like they make amazing food. Like
Yes,
the
they
food- Like
do.
the food would
Oh.
fucking just like you would never want to leave.
but because of that, you're connected. It's more grounded, and it's a way better representation of what that would actually be, as opposed to the other movie where it was like Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. And you're not supposed to want to bang Ma and Pa Kent, but you wanted to
Yeah.
bang Ma and Pa Kent
I
in
know
that
the
other
guy. I
movie.
was surprised it's the guy that does the eyes back and forth. That guy that plays. You know what I'm talking about? That guy that played Pa Kent is that guy that they would put in horror movies because he could make his eyes wiggle back and
Oh,
forth
no.
really fast. Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
get
And of
up.
course-
I mean, it's not my job to fill you in on all this.
Look, it's not my job to educate you.
But actually, Joe, really quick, what I wanted to add to what you were saying is that's something I found really refreshing about the new Superman was that for the first time ever in a Superman movie, it felt like they really nailed the idea of like this guy is a superhero alien from another planet with other another way of life that we'll never understand, that we're not meant to understand, but he was raised by a fucking like down to earth like regular American couple, and because of that he became essentially like a regular American guy.
Mhm.
And that aspect of him is really charming and like and it works. It's like I think that we were missing the charm from other Supermans.
Specifically the Snyderverse.
Agreed.
Yeah. But also like
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Snyderverse was not overflowing with charm.
Speaking of testosterone, that's
It
kind
was-
of what the Snyderverse is.
Yeah, it was definitely like this is we're like, but in fairness, I mean, I feel like because I guess the Snyderverse fans have such an allegiance to him. What's that, baby? Sorry, someone just burst out of the room like there's something
And
going
farted.
on.
Is everything okay?
What?
Hi, Grace. Hi.
She wants no attention.
Hi, Grace.
She does not want me to
Hi.
give her attention.
He's like, leave me
And they
alone.
say hi, baby. She's got
Don't-
crest white strips in, and she doesn't want to. She's got, and she's
her.
making her go-go juice.
She's getting ready.
Here's a question for you guys. Maybe a controversial take. Let me see your response. Too much dog?
Yes.
Too much dog?
Yes.
Could have used a scene or two less, honestly. And I
people
love the dog.
it. I know people love the dog, but I was annoyed by the dog by the time we had already had the dog come back.
If it had been a
Same thing,
real dog,
yes.
but it wasn't. It was very
Yes.
much a computer animated thing where you're like, I get the idea that you're making a charming dog that the audience wants to love, and it did remind me a little bit of Brock, so I can't. hate it
Yeah, I
too
think
much.
I think that the CGI of it all was a bit not great.
Yeah, when Superman says he's not even a good dog, but he's out there and he's probably scared, that's how I feel about Brock. Where I'm like, he's not even that great of a dog. Like,
Was that scene the scene that like really made him Superman for you when he said that line? Like all he wanted to do was save a dog that might have been alone. Like that was the epitome
Honestly,
of Superman.
that was pretty cool. But the one moment that got me where I was like, all right, this is Superman, and it kind of took my breath away a little bit was when he does that little tumble in the air with his laser eyes and kills a bunch of those little things at the
Yeah.
same time. It's the corniest, most action-y movie part at the, like in the whole movie, and I was like, oh hell yeah!
Well, to
Like
me,
that's when I became like a 12-year-old. That was like, yeah, get him.
there were a lot of moments that made me feel like a 12-year-old in that movie for sure. But like, but I think the biggest thing with the dog is like, it's such a device to like get audiences.
It's a device, yeah.
It's such a device, and it's very much like it's easy to get an audience on your side if you have a very dog you have someone that's really wants to save the dog and keep the dog, like make the dog like we need it. Like the fact that Superman was like, I need to save the dog made him even more charming, I think.
Yeah.
And I think in the story, and I think that by design, it's like, how do we make him even more lovable? He loves the dog and would do anything for the dog, because we'd all do anything for that dog if it was real, but it's not real. So I feel like it didn't work as much on me because it's not a real dog.
Got you.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
I agree. Aesthetically, when you're looking at it, it's not a real dog.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could make the argument that none of it's real, but yeah,
Right.
because it's a computer animated thing, it's hard to latch onto it as much.
But
I
it
get
is
the idea
interesting,
that they're
like-
going for. It did work on me. Like it worked.
It totally works it works. But it's like, for me, it kind of stopped working when it was too much CGI.
I loved the guy that played Jimmy. I thought he had a great presence. and was super
Gemstones.
funny.
Gemstones, yeah.
Love Beck
Skylar or
Bennett,
something, really.
but I don't understand why Beck Bennett was in the movie. I
I
was like,
know.
why are you here, bro? And
They're
I'm
like, we need a
hoping
funny guy in there.
I'm hoping they cash in on that character a little bit more.
Was he funny though?
Well, but you know what? Compared to all the rest of the Daily Planet guys,
Yeah.
it felt like, because the thing is Jimmy's very, in the comics, Jimmy's very like, we gotta get him. Let's go. Let's get him. Like,
And now he's a womanizer.
but he was a womanizer in the comics too, I think, but not in a like in a James Gunn modern movie way, like in more of like a, the girls like him, but he's just this very like, let's go. And Superman's a very, let's go. And they're all very like, we got to save the world kind of like a dynamic. So you got to have someone in there that's like, oh, I'm spilling the coffee. Oh,
Yeah, fair. I mean, you get it, Steve.
to kind of get that going. But something good I wanted to say about the dog, if I could for a second. I don't know how intentional this is, but and I think the movie's been out long enough that people saw Supergirl at the end. And
Great. I really enjoyed that choice. I thought
she's
that was
great.
funny.
And I love that the only way that a Kryptonian can get drunk is to go to a planet with a
red sun planet. Yeah, very funny.
So
Very
cool.
funny.
Why not? Sure, fun. Comic book stuff. Good. But so someone was saying that
She looks like a jack-o'-lantern. I had to get that out. I think she's beautiful.
And I love pumpkins.
I love pumpkins.
I love Halloween.
I love Elliott.
So she's like a drunk, I guess. They're making Supergirl a drunk, like a college girl.
She's a partying college girl. She's a
a
young
partying college girl, and Crypto is her dog.
Mm-hmm.
And people were saying that the reason why Crypto knew to drag Superman back to this Fortress of Solitude is because he's had to do that for Supergirl. Drag her back like that, drunken and passed
Putting
out.
the puzzle pieces together.
Kind of neat. I don't know how intentional it is, but I thought that was kind of neat.
I like. Can we segue from Superman, but in a similar like theory? I have a theory.
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me what you guys think of this. This is legit theory. I am being serious. I was telling Grace this when we were at dinner because I had a little marijuana and I was waiting for her show to end, and I think I put something together about the Batman movie.
Oh, bury the lead. You do marijuana?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Gross.
Not here though.
Gross.
So there was a rumor going around that the Robin is going to be in the Batman
Oh yeah, I
heard
did.
this?
I read that. Yeah.
All right. Now, apparently, James Gunn said, "Hey, don't believe any of that stuff. Just stick with whatever." There's no one who's read it. Okay. But here's my theory. Can I give you this? This is the real quick thing. All right. There is this general idea that the next movie or his crime kind of whatever universe that Matt Reeves is making here with Batman is going to involve the Court of Owls, which you can read about in things like Long Halloween. It's a really interesting, the centuries old
Good
secret
arc.
society that runs Gotham City, and you can see, for one, the Riddler in the Batman uses a clue that has the owl, an
That's
owl
right.
on.
That's right.
And there's a scene in the Penguin where he's literally in a courtroom and all the curtains look like owls.
Oh
Like
shit!
very weirdly
They're
like
planting
owls.
little seeds for the Court of Owls in that universe. Fuck yeah!
Yeah. So then this is where my brain went. I'm like, okay, there's Court of Owls, there's the Batman, there's the Penguin, and then potentially the Robin. And so what I did was I was like, okay, I think what's going on here is he's making like a zoological metaphor. And I think that if the Robin is in it, it's going to be because the Robin is perceived as prey, at least below Bat and Owl, and then Penguin is at the bottom, even though he exists outside that ecosystem. Uh, and so that's what my theory is, that they're working on some sort of a Court of Owls thing, and it's all going to be avian, really. And you have the cat, which regularly kills
Yeah.
birds.
I never really connected all of that, like
So you have
bird,
Catwoman.
animal kingdom stuff.
It's all bird stuff.
It's all
That's my
bird
big
stuff.
theory. I think it's bird stuff. Yeah.
I'm into this bird stuff thing. Elliott's
Love
into
bird stuff.
You guys had almost the exact reaction Grace did.
Which was taking a second to truly understand what the hell you were saying until you said bird stuff.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Where I was like, if the birds of prey, and then there's and then Robin, and then and then if you go into the comics, the Court of Owls control everything. You have the Penguin existing outside of everything. You have the Batman who's like existing in the shadows, and then you have the Robin who's a prey who also functions as like a whatever. I don't know. I haven't written the movie, but
No, I think this is great. I just think one day when I'm in the theater watching this Court of Owls movie, this is a real live feed of me in the moment that they do the Court of Owls stuff in the movie. Okay, here it is. Oh shit, Elliott was right.
Hey,
that
shut the-
to me
hey,
would
shut the
mean
fuck up.
more
Shh.
if you said that during any movie, Steve.
Oh shit, Elliott was right. Oh, Elliott called it.
Oh, that would be the most dopamine.
It
I've
is
ever
nice when
experienced.
someone says you called it, like regardless
Oh, shit,
of what
yeah.
it is. It's nice.
Well, and if you feel like you have an original thought, like
Yeah.
kind of an original thought.
It's just we all
Also,
just want to be validated. We all want our feelings and thoughts to be validated.
yeah, I feel like we mean something. Did you see 28 Years Later, Steve?
Dude, I just watched it.
Somebody sounds happy.
I loved it.
I watched it last night. So we actually did. So I'd seen 28 Days Later, like way back.
You didn't like the dog. You thot the dog was too computer animated.
There was a dog? Hold on.
Mm.
I was like, shit, where was the dog? So, 28 Days Later, fantastic. Cillian Murphy, Danny Boyle, knocked it out of the park. Great movie. We love it. I've seen it a billion times. We love
Brendan
it.
Gleeson.
Love that man. And then I'd never seen 28 Weeks Later. So the next night we watched Weeks, and then last night we ended it all with Years. And Weeks was
It's got that intense freaking opening with like Robert Carlyle, right? It's, like,
Definitely
insane.
cool opening, and I love that the third one kind of did the same thing, had an intense opening. I like that, and I like that. What it seems to be happening is that these movies have like an anthology kind of vibe, like we're following different families, different people every movie, and I like that. But the second one, you could feel the lack of Danny Boyle direction, and throughout
I haven't
the
seen
whole
it,
thing.
so
And I
I
was
trust your opinion.
I wasn't as blown away by it as the first one. And then I had heard so many mixed things about the third one. Like some people really loved it. Some people were like, what the fuck did I just watch? And I'm kind of in on the what the fuck did I just watch part. But I just
Well,
watched
28 years later.
28 years later. Yeah. Because I need to sit with it.
There's stuff. First of all, what they did with the first scene and the way they connected at the end, I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a standard kind of like here's someone as a young person, and then you find out, oh my God. But the way that last scene happens
Yeah.
is insane to me.
Yeah, I was thinking that Aaron Taylor Johnson was the kid that like you saw
Right.
it, Joe?
Nope. So
Oh.
I'm going blah 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 in my
Oh,
mind
okay.
right now. You're
Well,
fine.
I think anything I thought was going to happen didn't happen. I thought it was an incredible movie, but I'm not a horror zombie movie person.
yeah.
So as a layman, I loved it.
I really loved a lot about it. Like technically, from a production standpoint, the direction, the camera work, incredible
Oh my God, the
camera
shots.
So they do some really cool techniques, which I was wondering back when we were learning about the movie. And Joe, I'm really driving around spoilers here, so don't worry.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
But back when they were making the movie, there were production images of this like weird camera rig that had like 40 iPhones all stuck together. Did you guys see
Oh,
that? Or
yeah.
Joe, did you see that?
I remember seeing something about it.
Yes.
And people were saying this movie's shot on iPhone and stuff like that. They were saying that like, and I don't know if the whole movie was, but all of these particular moments where a camera move kind of happens, that it happens throughout the movie. It's like anytime some kind of repetitive thing happens, you get this like unique, almost like bullet timey kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, I know exactly. What
So
you're talking about.
that
Yeah,
was
it
done.
crazy.
It was using that iPhone rig. They just set up this like big iPhone rig on the set, and then it shot like all these multiple angles. And so I thought that from a production standpoint, it was like fantastic, like really well shot, well acted. But that third act is like really tonally weird to me.
I want to know Joe's opinion on it.
I know, me too. Joe, when you plan on seeing it, it's been out. It's available for you to watch.
I loved it, but I trust Steve's opinion more than my own.
I
when it
just
comes
need to
these
think. I'm
things,
not
but
ready to. Yeah,
I
I'm
could be
just not
wrong.
ready to have my full opinion yet because I
Well,
just watched it.
And this is good news because usually Steve is one side or the other. Like it's usually or
Because I don't want to write it off quickly by saying I just didn't like it because I love Danny Boyle, I love Alex Garland, and I think that they're incredible writers and filmmakers. They really don't make bad movies. Like some people say, well, I was talking to Owen about this. Some people say Yesterday is Danny Boyle's worst movie.
That would be the Beatles one.
The Beatles one, yeah. And I like it a lot. I really love that movie, but I know a lot of people don't really like it because they're like, "What is this? It's weird and it's not. It feels like a TV show or something." Did you guys see that movie?
Man, didn't stick with me.
About
Whoa,
Sunshine.
You guys didn't see it? You didn't see
Sunshine is my Danny Boyle movie, like number one.
Well, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
but you both haven't seen Yesterday?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not. I don't have a sentimental thing with the Beatles. We've talked about this.
Well, I think it certainly enhances it, but the idea, but just the concept alone is like somebody wakes up one day and the Beatles didn't exist. Like it's not.
Oh right, I did want to see. I remember. Yeah.
It's just the concept alone. Yeah, because you're like they don't make movies like that anymore. So at least it's.
What's the type of movie that didn't get made unless it was connected to somebody that really wanted to make? It's like Tarantino is the only one that's going to get to make a Tarantino script,
right?
Just like. Danny Boyle got this made because he wanted to get it made. I could see Edgar Wright doing something like that as well.
Yeah. I've been trying to. Speaking of Edgar Wright, I've been trying to avoid the Running Man trailers, but I went to go see something and I saw a trailer for it, and I was really underwhelmed by the trailer.
I think it's gonna be a silly, fun time.
Yeah, I mean,
is that the Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, that one looks awesome though. That's the new the Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, Paul Thomas.
Yeah, I'm so stoked about that one. But no, the Running Man is like I forgot that guy's name, but it's got like Michael Cera in it.
Glenn. It's got Glenn in it.
It's just Glenn Everyman. Glenn actor.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He's just.
Yeah.
He was the one. Was he the one in that Sydney Sweeney movie?
Yeah, he was. Chris Fleming has a really great bit about him being like he went through every Hollywood focus group to get to him. Like who's the most least offensive person? That is just it's a very funny bit.
He is such a non-threatening guy. Like he could show up in like every movie for the next like 10 years and you just
Glenn Powell.
There he is.
Pal, yeah, and it's like he was forced on all of us.
Now I agree. I agree across the board with all of it. Forced on us, just total like white bread. Like this is what Chat
Yep.
GPT thinks everybody wants. However, I'm gonna give him his flowers. I do think he's pretty good, and he's growing on me a bit. Like I think
I do like him.
Probably good. Yeah, I just haven't seen him in enough stuff,
But
and I trust Edgar Wright in his casting at least.
he's designed. I like him, but I do think it's by design.
Yeah,
Like, yes,
yeah.
you've
Yeah.
constructed this person
Yeah, they're like, here's this handsome guy that can handle a script and he's got good screen
like
presence.
Twisters. I watched that and I was like, I do like him. Like
Oh, I haven't
he's
seen
very.
Twisters. I need to watch Twisters.
Oh, it's incredible.
Owen was saying that Twisters is not as like he's not as excited to see Twisters because you can go to TikTok or Instagram and see like insane tornado videos and just like it's already all there.
I don't want to watch Anaconda. You can go and see snakes
You
on.
can see snakes on it. I am excited about that fucking weird whatever Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Anaconda thing that's coming out. That's fucking crazy.
I don't know what that is.
Jack Black and Paul Rudd, like they bought or like someone bought the rights to Anaconda and they've taken it as their own and they're doing like a Tropic Thunder Anaconda kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
It's like a reboot of the Anaconda series.
Speaking of Paul Rudd, I saw Friendship finally.
What'd you think?
I didn't like it.
Oh no.
Yeah, just like I get what they were going for, but it's just too much of that character. It's too much of just like
Okay.
it's so uncomfortable, but not in a good way to me. Like I was also watching with Heather, and Heather was just like, "Why? I don't understand. Turn it off."
Yeah, because it's
Like-
not like it's not like Anchorman or it's not like it's not like a
I wouldn't call it a comedy.
it's
I don't think it's a comedy.
well, it's a dark comedy for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just did not catch me, and I'm disappointed. I wanted it to catch me.
And Elliot, you
Bummer.
didn't see that?
No, but I kind of heard similar things of like it's really not worth. It's kind of like what is the Unicorn movie that Jenna Ortega
Oh, I
was
don't
in.
wanna
I thought
see
it was going to be
that.
so good, and everyone is. It's like if I don't listen to the critics per se, but I listen to the zeitgeist, and if they say
Me too. My friends were like, "Don't see Death of a Unicorn." I trusted that, but I
But people
fucking-
love
yeah.
Friendship. People
I
like
loved it. I absolutely adored it. And I loved
Yeah,
it so
yeah.
much that I will watch it. Like it's one of those movies that like if you wanted to watch it right now, I would watch it with you under any circumstances. Like
wow, you loved it.
I've seen it multiple times. I watched it with multiple groups of people. Like there's some people that don't love it, and some
That
people
Tim
that are expecting
Robinson-
it to be.
it's like that.
kookier.
It's that like it's just that Tim Robinson character. It's
Yeah, and you gotta love that Tim Robinson character.
which I do in other things, but in this movie, it just made me feel like he makes me feel unsafe.
Yeah.
I think that's the point because like you have to go in thinking about how it's like an A24 movie, you know, like
Sure.
it's and those A24 movies are always going to be like outside of the box, a little different than what you're expecting, maybe darker, maybe more serious. Like there's really kind of a tone with A24 where it's like shit's not that goofy under that banner. Like I'd say the goofiest they get there is that Y2K movie that Kyle Mooney did. That was an A24. And
I wasn't going in expecting goof either. I mean, I know what Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson does goof very well, and his goofiness he nails the goofiness. And I think what I love the most about it was that they do kind of plop him into like a world where the world is normal, everything in the world makes sense, but except for him.
Oh, for sure.
He loves doing that. Like that's kind of the antithesis of all of his sketches is that like he's this weird outlier in this normal world. But I love but the turn is always because it's not just that. It's also that he's the black sheep, he's the weird outcast in this world, in this sketch world or whatever. But then suddenly everyone else is on board with the weirdness too, and it's like it's almost like he doesn't belong, but then suddenly he belongs, and everyone's like, yeah, we understand this weird shit too, and we're all in on this weird shit also. Rather than it being this guy's weird, what's wrong with this guy? It's more like how can we help this guy? You know, and I love that about all the Tim Robinson shit, but that drug scene is fucking incredible though. Like you have to like didn't you didn't even like that?
I'll give it a second chance just due to your love.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
I'll
Paul
give it no
Rudd.
chances due to Joe's neutrality on it. I'll
Nice,
balance
dude.
the scales.
I love that.
You got to balance the scales a little bit. But Paul Rudd is basically playing his character from Anchorman. So that I found that Paul Rudd was like not my favorite part of the movie. But dude, come on. There's so much crazy shit. There's so much fun shit. The like I'm a bad boy with the soap.
I
In the
mean,
soap.
it's all crazy. It's all the everything, like every piece by itself could be considered a fun moment. It's just overall the whole like being in that world. I didn't find it as
It's an
enjoyable as I
unpleasant. It's
wanted
an
to.
unpleasant. It's like it takes an unpleasant turn, and it's not fun. The it's not a fun like experience.
I, it,
Maybe I don't
you
know.
want
Maybe
to
that's
root.
what I like.
Usually, you want to root for the guy that's taking you on the
Yeah,
journey. You don't find yourself rooting for that
I
character
know.
that
He's
often.
just insufferable. He's
Yeah.
insufferable like the whole time. I was thinking about. Do you remember Chris Elliott?
Mhm.
Like, and do you remember? Did you ever see Get a Life, that TV show he did like in the
Uh,
90s? He just Chris. There's just certain actors that get off on playing these insufferable, hated
Mhm.
characters. Like Danny McBride's kind of like that. Like he
Yeah.
plays this like prick asshole that you're like, why do I like this guy? But then they do something where you're like, okay, all right. And I think that's the key to a lot of these insufferable characters where you're like, I don't know if I'm rooting for this guy. There's always something that makes you turn and kind of brings you back to liking them. But I don't know.
Did you get to watch the second episode of South Park?
Yes.
No,
Speaking of
Oh,
dogs,
oh my
I
god.
don't like people making fun of my administration.
well, good news. He makes fun of different parts of the administration in this one, and
Right.
it's just gold. It's all so good.
I think what the funniest thing to me is like the whole like snowflake thing overall from that side, calling like people with empathy and like sympathy like snowflakes, and but then they like South Park absolutely digs their claws so deeply into that particular person, and it's like it's not making fun of the immigration stuff, it's not making fun of the dog stuff, it's making fun of their appearance that finally got to them. And I think we've found the answer to getting on their nerves, and it's not empathy, and it's not being nice to people, it is literally attacking what they look like. And I think
The late and my hero, the late Michael Brooks, talks about when you're on college campuses and these guys come to your college campuses. He was like, go there if you want to protest. He's like, but really go there and make fun of them. And like,
yeah.
you don't need to work hard. Like, look at read out loud, go to one of Ben Shapiro's speaking engagements and get up on the microphone and read out loud the script that he wrote. And that's all you need to do.
Yeah,
Like,
you just
these
make
people
fun
are
of
so sensitive.
yeah, they are. They're as sensitive as anybody else is. But you just gotta
More
find
so.
what you got yeah, even more so, but you gotta just find their Achilles heel.
Forever victims. If you were to watch it, Elliot, I think you would. Some of the little things that you would
I will. I watched the
appreciate.
first one. I loved it.
One of the best visuals is 100% Cartman with Kirk's haircut.
Oh god. Dude.
Yeah, so I saw some
It's
clips.
so
and
good.
I'm a big fan.
Brilliant. You should just watch it. Watch it as soon as you can.
I also heard that they make fun of Charlie Kirk for editing out parts of debates that he has where he's losing, and then someone posted it on in the right wing media ecosphere and literally edited out
That
the part where they make fun of him for editing stuff out.
That's so funny.
I don't know how true that is. It was like one of those things you see where you're scrolling, but I was like, that's very funny. I didn't want it to get spoiled. But.
There's so many good moments in the episode. One in particular involves heaven that I fucking could not believe. They're really, it felt like, how could they, like, they didn't really top the first episode because it's like, how do you do that? Because that first episode is fucking crazy, but they're keeping the momentum going.
Mm-hmm.
It's like working.
Yep.
We'll
It'll
see
be interesting.
how
And
long
going
they
after
keep it up.
Christy Nome and all that. I mean, I can't wait. Yeah,
Man.
I'm
I know.
excited to
I
watch.
feel like they're going after everybody. So, I mean, this one brings in a whole bunch of new people where you're like, oh man, I really hope they stick with
Well,
this.
what's good is that
Fucking
it's
fantasy Island.
helping like resurface things that were problematic with all of these people even before we got to this point, but everything gets buried because there's just so much insanity in the world and so much is just getting thrown at us constantly that we're forgetting things. Like Christy Nome is a monster for what she's currently doing, but most of the jokes about her are about things that many people forgot when she was coming up into this position. Like the running joke
about
throughout.
killing her dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the dog thing. It's killing
they
her
go
dog.
for
It
it.
has to be.
They really take that and run with it.
I made a joke about that. Yeah, because she is. No one should ever let her forget that. It's like the couch thing with JD Vance, where it's like even if it's not true, who cares?
Dude,
Like,
the
But
best
roll with it.
image of the whole episode is the relationship between Trump and JD Vance.
JD Vance.
Oh
is
my
awesome.
God.
But I'm worried that
All right,
it's
I'll try to watch
lost.
it. I'll try to watch it tonight.
I'm worried that
for sure.
the joke is lost on like a lot of people.
Oh,
because you kind of have to know.
I don't
Fine.
care about them
It
not
still
knowing
works.
about Fantasy Island or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, who cares? It's the dynamic. It's the physical dynamic and also the way they make JD Vance look. It is.
But Joe, the layers from with Fantasy Island and like Epstein Island,
oh yeah,
all of that is I don't want that to be lost because it's so fucking brilliant. Like, what a great, it's brilliant. And yeah, the way they made JD Vance look is so funny. He just looks like this.
I will say too.
Little turd.
I know he's got that little fat face.
He does
meme
have
thing.
Dude,
where they make his
I
face fat.
love that meme so much.
I was Grace and I were like out to lunch, and I was like, I was like, you see this photo of like JD Vance? I was like, I think he is starting to look.
He's starting to become
that,
the meme.
That meme, and I was like, I think there's like a genuine life imitating art thing.
Dude, I love that meme so much.
Me too.
It's so funny looking. Like the big curly hair too. Like, what's that?
Yep.
Like, where's that even coming?
You gotta have the curly hair.
All right. Well,
anyway,
it was really fun shooting the shit with you boys. I'm so excited to see weapons.
That'll be fun.
I was gonna say about the dog killing the dog thing. Apparently, she wrote that in her book, like that she killed a dog. And so she implicated herself, like she did it to herself. Like if she had,
and she had people saying, "Don't include this in the book."
Yeah,
she had this,
and she kept it in her book. And I think someone was saying too that's where the JD Vance like couch fucker stuff comes from too. That same book.
I don't know about that.
I heard that. But I just it's so crazy how the whole Christian values thing. Like it unravels so fast when you like read into their lives and how unchristian it all of it is. It's mind blowing to me how they're totally using Christianity as like a tool to like just kind of like sneak into the Bible Belt stuff.
Yeah, they've always been there.
I hate
using it for boundary enforcement and the calcifying of hierarchies, and they use it for the perpetuating their own social status and power.
And it works. It totally works.
Yep.
But it's not as bad as what like what Christy Nome did is bad, but James Gunn and that fake dog, right? See?
Yeah, having that dog throw Lex Luthor around like the Hulk threw Loki around was
whatever device made that monologue of Superman's end, that was fine by me. I was like, it could have been anything. That corny line that he had, I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Also, Lex Luthor would have been dead.
Yeah, definitely
right.
Dead. Especially if we're essentially dealing with an out of control, incredibly dangerous monster. Like
they definitely didn't instill any fear about Lex Luthor. They made him. Yeah.
They made him pretty weak. Yeah, behind his computer screen. Like,
that's the point, right? That's always the point with Lex.
Yeah. But
well,
yeah. Go Go ahead. Sorry.
To hear, as you guys can tell, to hear the second hour of this podcast, please feel free to join our YouTube channel or subscribe to the podcast because we'll just talk about this stuff next week as well.
That's right. We will. We will continue this in perpetuity until one or all of us dies.
Or like we'll
Right,
talk
Joe?
about like if we get hurt, we'll talk about that too. Like if we break an arm, we'll be like, guys, I broke my
I did
arm
get hurt
this
the other
week.
day. I was in excruciating pain, like for way too long.
Really?
What'd
I'm
you do?
sorry,
Yeah, I
man.
dropped a Stanley full Stanley metal bottle thermos with ice and everything directly onto the top of my foot, and it hit me in such a way that the second the impact happened, tears shot out of my eyes.